Kalbarri's right in front of us. Smile! Just popped into Kalbarri for 2 nights. We're on a tour with DGUY, DGUY Tours. You'll hear a bit from him very shortly about this region. City's been coming up here since 1966. Kalbarri's right in front of us. Used to be a large lobster fishery here, but apparently government regulation more or less shut it down. Well, according to Guy, it did shut it down. 40 families from a population of 1,500 people left town. I don't know how recent that was. So we're just up here for a sunset tour. I think there's a couple of drinks and some nibbles. Tomorrow we're going on another tour with them down to the Pink Lake and a few other places as well, so you'll see a bit more content from that. Just the last of the sunset. Look this way. Pretty cool, eh? Port Gregory proper. A bit out of the wind here. A couple of crayfish boats here. There's a reef, goes from left to right for a couple of k's apparently. Brollis Island's straight out in front of us. Used to be a jetty here where all the crayfish boats pulled up to, but it hasn't been dredged in a long time, so they can't put up to it anymore. Not crayfish season at the moment, apparently. When it is, Guy was saying these places are pretty busy with the crayfish boats. And that's a township of Port Gregory. One general store. Did see a sign about a caravan park here, but I haven't seen it. Pretty tired place. They did have a cyclone come through this area earlier this year. Cleaned up quite a bit, particularly up around Kalbarri. You can see sort of down that way the end of the reef where the white water is. A few people have launched their boats down here. It's like an old Haynes signature boat there. Just looking for some stray crayfish swimming around the shallows. Don't like my luck. Another place called Natural Bridge, again just south of Kalbarri. Just in case you weren't aware, Western Australia's pretty well known for its flies. I'll be able to pick this up. Red Bluff. Brisbane new caravan park up to the right there. Looks like every site has its own ensuite. Red Bluff because of the colour of the rock around here. Just on our way down to nature's window. Been stopping here, there and everywhere. Flowers. You see over here we've got red, pink, white, yellow, green. Yeah. Oh, some gold as well, some wattle. Quite amazing. Kalbarri Skywalk. Murchison River down there. Z End car park down there. It's just another viewing platform. Nothing like this though. Is it real or is it a statue? I'm saying it's a statue. Pretty cool, half of it see-through. Looks like it's still running a little bit. You can see a little bit of white water down there. Should move, this platform moves just a little bit. Cool. Ocean's that way. Let's go over here and have a look at this other platform as well. So it sticks out a little way. Did you find that, Prue? These ones. Looks a bit windy out there too. Saw one of these this morning. Mangles kangaroo paw. See, we're jutting out a little bit over there. It's just the cafe at the Skywalk. They've used a lot of stone here and corten steel. Really blends in. The cafe isn't licensed, but there's food, hot drinks, cold drinks. Usual sort of cafe stuff. Even recycling timber out there for privacy. On a trail towards a place called Nature's Window. It's still the Murchison River. Kalbarri National Park. Not too far from the Skywalk thing that we just did. Last bit of walk over some rocks. Just following the arrows. People just stopping in the middle of the track. Smile. Z Bend, look out. Back towards the Kalbarri turn off, but a further 5 kilometres on. Check out these. So about 10 k's from that window lookout that we're at just previously. Z Bend, look out. Here we are. I've got the real thing anyway. Some people walking down that river. And the gorge goes down that way, then back, kicks back to the left. And down here. Down that way, kicks to the left, then kicks to the right. The last three natural attractions we've been to, including this one, the Z Bend Lookout, Skywalk, and that window place, are all about 30 kilometres east of Kalbarri on the northern side. So they're not too far out of town. Again, in the Kalbarri National Park. There's a whole bunch of gorges close to the coast as well. Not the time to look at them this time, but I think we've penned Kalbarri back in as a destination to come back to, spend a bit more time. A guy who was taking us out on the tours this morning was certainly spruiking up the lobster fishery around here. He was saying $80 for a license per person, and you can fish for lobster, maximum of 6 lobsters per person per day, and a maximum of 2 people per boat. So hypothetically, 2 people on the boat, 12 lobsters. Each pot has to be marked with the license details and the details of the license holder. I think that's what I understand. I asked him when the lobster season was, and he said it's all year round, so it was a little bit vague. And that's the way back to the car park. There is a river walk as well. Just up the top of here in this little rise, goes off to the right. Might go down that little ravine. It's 2 kilometres down. Here she comes. Swat the flies away. As I mentioned, I think the river walk comes down a little ravine there, and I actually spotted a little white marker down there on the banks, and I saw a couple. Well, I saw them up here before, and they were turning right.